Hey, good to see you, we've all been there. I know you felt it at a party, maybe you felt it on a date. Maybe it's even preventing you from crushing it at work. That frustration of being in your own head, you don't know what to say to people, even like Mayhow is. That guy so charismatic you start overthinking everything those that make your social life better now. Makes it worse bit. What if I told you there was a road map to get people to like you in literally 10 minutes? Despite this book being almost a century old, 100 years 36 is when it was written. Damn, these ideas hold up more than ever. I must share with you for the most practical tips, things that you can literally walk away from this video and start using in your social situations. People are gonna be like something about that guy. Here's the first point. Picture this: you are at a party and you have to conversations countries, no? One, you get cornered with a woman who won't stop talking. She literally won't shut up. Doesn't matter what you say, doesn't matter. You trying to give cues that you want to leave, she'll find a way to turn every single conversation or talking point back onto her. You just got back from vacation. Well, I'm going on vacation next month. Let me tell you all about it. That's so cool. You just got a new job, so do my friend and blah blah blah. And your second conversation of that night goes a little different. Fire asking you the questions. They're laughing at your jock. It seems like they actually pay attention to you and care. What did person know? Tadati used what Dale Carnegie calls being interested. Not trying to be interesting. Early 20s, I was learning a lot of pickup game and how to talk to women. It was literally like really poorly recorded videos of 45-year-old dudes trying to teach you magic tricks, being like, this is how you get girls, this is how you be interesting. He never learned any of the magic tricks, so I can't say if they worked or not. Hey, good to be UT. What I do remember is there was a lot of pressure. Pressure being the performer, and it turned every social situation into like this performance of you have to win people over by being the most interesting and having the life of like the doskus man, most interesting man in the world. If you just become interested in people and you start asking them questions and you kind of turn on the man you actually care, you listen empathetically. It's almost a surefire way. If someone goes up to them at the end of the day, they're gonna be like, I like that dude. That girl, listen to me, she's cool. There's a quote that Dale Carnegie says, she says you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years be trying to get other people interested. In yawn caveat here, it's very, 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 very important. It's more of an Eastern self-development idea that we talked about on this channel of detachments, okay, detaching from outcomes and who see you. You shouldn't do this principally as a way or a gimmick or a trick to get the girl in the bar to pay attention to you and like you. If you're doing that, they can sense it. The intention behind that is almost a neediness. I'm gonna use this principle to get them to like me. Yeah, you want them to like you, but you don't need anything, right? It's a Vyashwana guy is just talking to a woman and they just want to sleep with them. They're acting really interesting. That's so crazy. You eat pineapples on pizza. Me too. It kinda defeats the whole purpose. The second big idea you ever heard someone and they're like, oh, I'm so bad with names, those that even me now were just so unimportant to me that I won't even take the half-calorie energy expenditure it takes to know your name screaming. I don't Korean leadership development the drill this into you. The power of someone's merely think about that. It's the one thing that's unique to you, that you've been called your entire life. Even dogs know their own name. Bill Carnegie famously said, remember Thatsamian's name is the sweetest sound, but what do you do if you are actually bad with Messi? Got some tips for you. I call this the 3 for 3 rule. Make a goal to say someone's name 3 times in the first 3 minutes of meeting. Hey, what's your name? Justin. Coolness to meet you, Justin. It's Clark. So Justin, where are you from? Boom. Right there 3 times tip no. There's nothing worse than meeting someone, forgetting their namey and then having to meet them again and be like, what's your name? Oh, it's you met before. Gonna break her poor a bit, so what you do learn this from a Hollywood social coach and worrying it. The Majesty and pickup artist you say good to see yun it nice to meet yunis to meet you do. Already met good to see you this works super. Well, if you're going out, if you're being social. At parties or bars you're meeting people for the first time, you just take this little extra effort of knowing people's names and remembering it. And calling them that you are gonna like it bit not if you overuse it, okay? This is the biggest warning yet is creepy. If you just call them their name every single time, I get it, you learn this type and you're like hell. Yeah, Clark'm gonna use it get everyone to like me, and if all you have is a hammer everything. Kinda looks like a nailed and overuse. This Justin how's it going Justin Liston Justini was thinking. Later Justin you and I Justin will ask what drugs you're on. Probably never wanna talk to you again, remember that. A person's name is the sweetest sound to them tip no? 3 was told once that I had resting bitch face. Ever heard that term you'll show you look, this is literally completely relaxed and focused. And now if you never seen me before and we're strangers. Is this a face that's warm if we're having a conversation would you feel safe opening up? Like, why is this guy gonna mug me into 0 seconds? But what's crazy ice like that's completely relaxed and focused? And there's nothing wrong versus if I have just a slight smile on a nod in my head a few times. See how much more approachable. And warm that is what's the difference milling that's how you cure the smiling a bit more Dale. Carnegie quoteth expression on where's own's face is far more important than clothes that wear on one's back, even when you're on phone with people you can tell if they're smiling or not, can't you now? Some people argue with this like, why am I gonna smile when I'm not actually happy? Or if I'm like Mador, you know him, I'm not feeling it. I wanna be real, like I want my vibe to just keep it real and look him not saying the fake. Person him not saying like smile and laugh like you're live in the suburbs and someone's coming over for cheese boarded. Why not? But what I am saying is put some effort into it. So if you don't like of social interactions you're having right now, if you want them to be better, you are gonna have to change things. That doesn't have to be huggy, doesn't have to be fake. But maybe being open to trying things a different way, and if you don't smile, you are gonna act pissed off and hard to be around you, who you're gonna attract like attracts like is that a circle? You want bunch of people wo sit around complaining. Sounds great, you don't think that is cause that's why. You're watching this video, so put some damn effort into it and smilin' the 4th big idea. I was watching a comedian come up on TikTok. It said women, if you give a guys a compliment, they will remember that for the rest of their lives. Cause guys get so few bit careful what you compliment them on, cause it's gonna stick you see his. Johns make him look good is gonna wear those jeans every day and never watch them. For the next year's point is that compliments are kinda few and far between these days. And in Hairdale Carnegie says that even if you have to have a difficult conversation with someone, that you should begin with stand sensory appreciation, people erodying for recognition. You could even argue that's why we're so self-obsessed, post photos for validation that part of human psychology will never change. Either yon loves recognition, every loves a good joba pat on the backbing knowledge you know what he like about you, no one's ever gonna say dutta shit up yay. Don't care most people be on the edge of their seat still, Carnegie says. In leadership that you should give people a fine reputation to live up to. Human beings have a need to remain consistent with identity that they create in their head. If you say, I am a runner, you're gonna jet up every morning and you're gonna run of it if you're on. Vacation because you are that'm extremely disciplinedy wasn't a trait I always had that in. Collegisamin. Told McClark you're extremely disciplined that appreciation. Stuck with Mainto this day. I view myself as someone who can cultivate discipline others, also a relationship tip, which is praising qualities you want to see grow. You want your partner to do the dishiscomplent them when they do the dishes you want your partner to give you back rubs compliment, how good they're giving back rubs not criticizing when they didn't or nitmaking when they dono. I know what you were thinking, Clarkus, this just like flatter yand. Telling blowing smoke up people's ass. There's a difference between flattery and appreciation tins and sensory appreciation. That's what we're asking for here people are gonna pick up. When a tone stands sincere tuned, look guys, this can be simple, don't have topaz someone in the middle of a work d and tell them you agree with their values and you can't see their hearts and it's shining through there like nappies are little things that go so fair, you know? What's Nissa not having to minutespensortions? These videos, isn't that kinda say don't have to sell? You moisturizing creams or websites or socks, nothing wrong with them, but it's because I self-sponsor these videos to have a coaching program it's called Metamorphic. Whole point is to design and create and help you shit off the layers off what I call this 2.0 version of Okaiware acting as if it's kind of fake it till you make it all the self. Improvement advice can be confusing and overwhelming. You don't buy thoughty believe that you already have that 2.0 version of you deep down inside. That we just gotta shit off some layers thatn't really yow and let go of some old stories and baggage. How much more energy you're gonna have a lot and soft. It's what we doing 10 weeks walk you through. Give you an up coach to give you a community that's a so may you get calls with me every single week. We're there answering your questions, some other coaches as well, and it is truly an amazing experience Seth it I know you'll love. So if you want to hear more about that and you're ready to like make thesis YouTube videos out there, I mean love them, but semetimus they can be entertainment, not education. And if you feel like you're in same spot, you were 12 months aga what's gonna chain what's gonna bet that thing. That gets you to the next level. So if you're really ready for a challenge, I want the next 12 months to be different than the last ply down bellow. There's a coach of our Coach S. Woe can explain a little bit more walk you through some details and see if it's a good fit for it. Absolute a legend of a book. Just chock full of big ideas, and I fear someone who does like these types of videos swear we're talking about books and big ideas. Link up here. The 5 books you should read this year that changed my life. You'll love 12.3 in here and get something out of it, so go watch that now. It's a perfect follow up and I'll see you there.